Enneagram 3, it's especially valuable, and just to affirm you're leaning into the virtue that the Lord wants to develop in you, which is authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
And because that repairs the brokenness of the 3, what Kristi was describing about, with the damaged self-image and the feeling that you need other people's approval, other people to be pleased with you in order to be worthwhile, or you need that Father's approval.
Mm-hmm.
And so to find that, no, there is grace for you. And as you take that risk to bring your authentic self to people that you trust, and of course to God in prayer, and from that standpoint, you're known and you're loved. That's what builds up your true self, but what Paul calls your new self in Christ. And so the emotional alarm that Kristi identified for the 3, and so for all 9 types, this is one of the unique features in our book, is we identify the wake-up call to pay attention to before you're sliding all the way down the gutter into an unhealthy, unloving self, or a totally stressed out or buried in shame or reacting to anger self. Before that happens, if you could hear the emotional alarm. So for the 3, that's these conditions of worth, this sense that I gotta work harder or do better or make a more positive impression in order to be worthwhile. So when you learn to catch yourself before you slide too far down into that mode, then what you can do is practice your spiritual discipline that we've identified as the most important one for your type. Now, any spiritual discipline can help anybody, but there's one that we think is the most important for the Enneagram 3s, which is emotional honesty.
Be sure to check out the full episode of the 95 podcast by going to 95network.org/podcast.